Up between Mission Valley and Hillcrest, but it's been shut down now for 2 years. Why is this construction project taking so long? We're working for you to get answers.
The sewage flow has stopped at the Seabreeze Apartments here in Lincoln Park, but residents want a long-term solution to the plumbing problems. We're working for you.
The CDC is finally in the South Bay trying to help fix our sewage issues. Details in a live report.
How a Girl Scouts project is helping to spark conversations between people with Alzheimer's and their loved ones, and my personal connection.
I'm hosting the Miles from Melanoma 5K this Sunday. I want to tell you how you can receive a free sun screening that could save your life.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts right now.
A popular shortcut that links Mission Valley with Hillcrest was shut down more than 2 years ago for construction. It was supposed to reopen this past summer, but now the people who live in the area are being told it could stay closed for another year. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. CBS 8's Steve Price is working for you tonight to find out why the road is still closed and when it is scheduled to reopen.
For decades, Bachman Place was a popular shortcut between Mission Valley and Hillcrest. But 2 years ago, the road closed for a major construction project. It was supposed to reopen this past summer, but as you can see, that didn't happen. So we're working for you to find out why this project is taking longer than expected.
It's a cutting-edge construction project designed to prepare UC San Diego Medical Center Hillcrest for the future. But the nearly $3 billion upgrade comes with a major inconvenience, tearing up Bachman Place.
It's pretty annoying because you can't walk or bike down the hill to Mission Valley. And so if you were trying to go another route, it's really far away.
Tia Wicklund doesn't have a car, and for walkers and cyclists like him, Bachman was a critical north-south route. Cars can go around on the 163, but during shift changes at UCSD...
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible.
People who live in the area say traffic backs up, clogging their streets. Around 6,000 cars a day used Bachman. Now they're blocking side streets.
It's just not 5 or 10 minutes. It's a while.
Yeah, it takes a while. It's all backed up.
Neighbors say it leads to road rage and dangerous conditions.
We a lot of people going the wrong way.
Yeah, on the
this way
street,
from up here. I mean, it's nuts.
New signs in the area say Bachman could remain closed until next summer. So why the long delay? Working for you, CBS 8 reached out to multiple agencies and learned the problem centers around a variety of issues, ranging from environmental reviews that took longer than expected to the relocation of a major gas line and weather delays.
I saw a sign that it was supposed to open next summer, I guess, and so hopefully that's going to happen. Hopefully it won't be pushed back again.
But there is some good news. The new Bachman Place, when it finally does reopen, will be wider and safer with protected bike lanes. In Hillcrest, Steve Price, CBS 8.
CBS 8 is also working for you, following up on sewage flows at a low-income apartment complex in Lincoln Park. Turns out the Seabreeze Apartments are under new ownership and undergoing a $150 million renovation.
As CBS 8's David Gottfredson reports, the San Diego Housing Commission and taxpayer money support the project.
Several tenants alerted Working for You last week about sewage flowing from drains and into a bathtub at the Seabreeze apartment complex in Lincoln Park. So that video that we saw of the bathtub, that's from your place?
Yes. It backed up in there like that. I had to clean it, and that was the only time I had to clean it. It's been several times, more than 8 times since I've been here. I had to do that, man.
I went to the apartments on Thursday and noticed a plumber on the property, but his crew was installing hot water heaters. Then a manager showed up and security kicked me off the property. Hi, I'm with Channel 8 News.
Yep.
I'm just checking on the sewage issue. Can
so
you say
I've been asked.
To me?
No, I've been asked to give you this. This is the person you need to talk to.
You can't do an interview with me?
No, I'm not authorized. You need to talk to that person.
But what's your position, ma'am?
Gotta go.
Are you a manager? Off-site, a tenant told me crews did show up after our report aired last week and snaked the sewage drains. Right now, as we stand here today, is the sewage still flowing like it was?
No.
But But what's the problem?
The problem is they come and snake it out and act like it ain't gonna come back. Man, I've been here for years. I got pictures, man.
The Seabreeze apartments are low-income housing undergoing a $150 million renovation supported by the San Diego Housing Commission.
These projects are funded initially by taxpayer dollars.
Last year, the commission voted to support the acquisition of the 268 apartments by Lincoln Avenue Communities based in Santa Monica. A spokesperson emailed me a statement saying, quote, "Upon learning of the limited sewage backup on October 9th, we immediately dispatched a plumber to the property. The issue was resolved that day, and there have been no reports of additional backups since." So you think it's going to happen again?
I know it's gonna happen again.
What causes it?
The old pipes, old pipes.
So the sewage situation seems to be resolved for now, but that doesn't mean the plumbing isn't going to break again tomorrow or next week. So we're going to keep an eye on things here in Lincoln Park. Working for you, David Gottfredson, CBS 8.
Yes, an important story we will continue to follow. Thank you, David. The San Diego Housing Commission emailed us saying that it has no ownership interest in the property, but it will continue to follow up with the developer on the status of renovations. We've posted the commission's full statement on our website, cbs8.com. And remember, if there is an issue that you'd like us to look into, maybe something happening in your community, email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com.
Tonight we're learning an arrest has been made in connection with the murder of an 18-year-old sailor near Petco Park back in August. Takari Bennis was taken into custody in Minnesota yesterday. The 20-year-old was identified partly through public and private security footage. On August 31st, police say 18-year-old Albert Soto and some friends got into a fight with a group of men inside a nightclub. The groups left separately but continued to argue outside until Soto was shot and killed a few blocks away. Soto was from New York and was an operations specialist seaman apprentice assigned to the San Diego-based USS Pinckney. Officials with the CDC are on the ground here in San Diego County today, asking people who live in the South Bay about health issues they may have experienced related to the Tijuana sewage flow that's forced beach closures for years.
CBS 8's Kirsten Holmes talked with county health officials and people who say it is time to stop the stink. She joins us live with more. Kirsten?
Yeah, I'm here in Chula Vista at the County Health and Human Services Agency because this is where the CDC and other health officials started their 3-day survey related to exposures related to the sewage contamination. Now, everyone I talked to today say that they are celebrating the CDC's arrival and they hope that that means things will get better here soon. But others say because this problem has been going on for years, decades even, they can only be cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, we don't let him go in the water. That's the saddest part. You know, I'm almost 24 years old, and you know, I have such fond memories of being right here at the beach, just being in the water with my family and friends, and now we don't get that anymore.
Dominic, Heather, and baby Avery say they would like to enjoy Imperial Beach more, but these signs say it's just not safe. And here's why. Sewage flows from the Tijuana River have contaminated South Bay waterways, leaving beaches closed, foul smells in the air, and now more and more people say they're getting sick. Have you guys ever thought you may have been sick?
Absolutely.
And that's why the CDC says they're on the ground working with the County of San Diego and SDSU, training volunteers for the Community Assessment for Public Health Emergency Response, or CASPER.
These concerns have kind of ebbed and flowed over the last several years, decades, actually 90 years if you really want to look back as to how far that this has been going on. And really, I think that these concerns have really sort of reached its peak.
Seema Shah, interim deputy public health officer, says the county is now partnering with the CDC to interview 210 South Bay homes who were selected at random near the Tijuana River Valley about their experiences with sewage contamination. Decades after reports started coming in, county health officials say they want to ensure that South Bay residents know they're taking action. And Imperial Beach Mayor Paloma Aguirre says she's taking the survey a step further with their own survey to help.
That's going to be a year-long survey that can be taken multiple times by the same people.
But Heather says she'll save her celebrations for word that the sewage flows are finally fixed for good.
It's been so long, I almost have like a negative feeling towards it because I don't know if something's actually going to happen. I want to see something.
The CDC survey will last for 3 days starting today. Now, they didn't share the questions that they're asking with us because they want to ensure accuracy in the responses that they get. But everyone we talked to today say that they are tired of the smell and the sewage issues affecting their neighbors. And now they're concerned about the animals in this area because they say if it's affecting the humans, it could be affecting the animals too. Reporting for CBS 8, I'm Kirsten Holmes. Back to you.
Thanks, Kirsten. And another way people can make sure their concerns about the sewage crisis are heard is by signing a petition started by Supervisor Tara Lawson-Remer to push the EPA to give the Tijuana River Valley a Superfund designation. She talked with us about her efforts, and you can see the entire interview with her on our free streaming channel, CBS 8+. Today, Customs and Border Protection provided an update to their work combating illegal immigration and fentanyl smuggling at our southern border.
CBP Commissioner Troy Miller was in San Ysidro, the entry point for 40% of fentanyl found here in the U.S. Since changing asylum policies in June, migrant encounters along the southern border dropped by 55%. In the last 2 years, CBP has seized more than 50,000 pounds of fentanyl, and that is enough to produce 2 billion lethal doses.
Most important statistic is that opioid-related overdoses decreased last year. This is an important development, but our efforts continue. One death is too many.
Since last year, Operation Apollo, an effort to combat fentanyl in Southern California, has seized more than 2,000 weapons, millions in illicit funds, and tens of thousands of pounds of fentanyl, cocaine, meth, and heroin. A Girl Scouts creation is now helping spark conversations between people with Alzheimer's and their loved ones. Those details and my personal connection still ahead.
Plus, we get our first look inside an affordable housing project being built in the Midway District.
And the city of San Diego shows off its new sustainable fire station.